FOG Andrew here and Ryan here from Family Gamers. Welcome, War Gamers, to an exciting, awesome, unmatched gameplay video. All right, guys. So today's a little exciting.
Yes.
We did, I don't remember, 2 weeks ago or something like that. Unmatched Slings and Arrows came out, and I did the unboxing. Me and Coach did Hamlet versus the Wayward Sisters. You can go check that out after this one. But in this video, I'm taking Titania and you're trying out
William Shakespeare.
Yep. So we were going to do another video of us doing this matchup, but then other stuff got in the way. So we're doing it now officially. I'm excited.
I'm pumped.
Are you excited?
I'm pumped.
Okay. All right. Cool. So we're going to take a look at everything and we'll kick each other's butts. All right. So we are playing on the Globe Theater board. This is the board that comes in the Slings and Arrows box set. So everything you see here is in Slings and Arrows. So to start off, I am taking Titania here, who is a ranged character with 12 health. Her sidekick is Oberon, who's a melee character with 6 health. Now she has a move of 2, and she has Fairy Magic. If you do not have a face-up glamour at the start of your turn, flip the top card of your glamour deck face up. Its effect is ongoing while it remains face up. So I have this deck of 6 tiny glamour cards, which have already been shuffled. So at the start of my turn, I'll get a special ability.
All right, now I'm playing Shakespeare. He moves onto and is a melee character. His special ability is Iambic Pentameter. After you attack or defend, add this card to your line. When your line has reached 10 or more syllables, discard your line. There are exactly 10 syllables. Resolve the effect. So basically, each card, whether it attack, defend, or hybrid, has a syllable amount. If I hit 10, I get to use the most recent card's ability on there. Each card has their own ability. So, really in keeping with the Shakespeare lore there.
Yeah. Now, Shakespeare is a little bit of a controversial character, just because I know a lot of people were saying that Billy Shakes here might have been a little bit of a complicated character, but this is the first time I'm going against him, and this is the first time you're playing him, so we'll see exactly what happens. But with that being said, William Shakespeare will be going first. What are you doing, Shaky?
All right, I'm going to maneuver and draw a card. Okay, so he is going to move 1, 2 into here. 2. 1, 2. And we'll move Shakespeare 1, 2. And I will fight your sidekick right there.
Ooh, okay, going for Oberon. Alrighty. Alright, so my immediately is I get to discard my glamour. If I do, I cancel the effects, but I don't have a glamour in play, so what is your after combat?
Draw 1 card. If I want to draw 2, I did not win combat. So this card will be added to my line. It has 2 syllables, and I will draw 1 card.
Okay. Alright, that is the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright, I'm drawing a glamour card. We have Glamour of Greed. At the end of your turn, you may draw 1 card. Interesting. Alright, so that'll hopefully let me pick up some cards. I will start off by maneuvering. I think I'm going to just end up maneuvering again, but I will move here, and I'll move Oberon back 2 spaces, and that'll be back to you.
I am going to maneuver and draw a card. I am going to move 2. 1, 2. Up. And I will attack right here.
Attacking Oberon again?
Attacking Oberon again.
Alrighty. Okay. Alright. So a 3 against a 2. I'm not going to do that. But Oberon will be taking 1 hit. Going down to 5.
And then my after combat is move each actor up to 3 spaces.
Ooh, okay.
So we'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Okay. Going into your line. And how many syllables are you at?
I'm at 6.
6 syllables. Alrighty. Alright, so that was a move and an attack. Speaking of which, I will maneuver right now. Oberon's going to move here, which might be a little scary for me. And I'm going to... Alright, I think Titania is just going to stand there. But Oberon will attack. She's going to attack Shaky. Oberon's attacking Shaky. All right. So I have a 5 against a 2.
So I'll be taking 3 damage.
Mhm.
It is a deceive, so like a feint, cancel all effects on your opponent's card.
Which actually helps me a little bit better because mine was just to place him back next to Titania, but kind of worked a little bit better in my favor. So now, how many syllables are you at?
8.
8 syllables. All right. Shaky's already going down to 10, but that will be it for Titania. And then because of my glamour, I draw an extra card.
I will move the actor 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. And I'm going to. He's not going to move. He's going to attack Oberon.
Okay. Okay.
During combat, increase the value of this card by +1 for each horror card in your line. I don't have a horror card in my line, but this will be the 10th syllable. Deal 1 damage to the opposing fighter for each other card in your line. So the difference would be 2, 4. So Oberon will be receiving 6 damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
All right, so yeah, so I'm at 2. So I'll be taking 2 damage, bringing him down to 3, and then you deal 1 damage to the opposing fighter for each other card in your line. Damn. All right. So that will be bringing Oberon down to 0. Oberon is out. Wow. Okay. I guess getting those. Wait. You have to read your line in the order.
Places, revise, deceive, horror.
Okay.
Your mother.
Your mother. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And that is my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna maneuver. I'm gonna have Titania go 1, 2, right, and then I'm just gonna boost my movement, get rid of that, and we'll move there. I'm sorry, here. So I'm in the green. All right, so Titania will shoot at Shakespeare because she's ranged there, and all right, so I'm going to discard my glamour, which brings my fairy song to a 5 against a 2.
And then mine is just 2 defense.
Yeah, so you will be taking 3 damage.
So I am down to 7.
Okay. All right, and that'll be back to Billy Shake.
So I will maneuver, draw a card. I will move. Shakespeare will go 1, 2. This actor will go 1. Go 1, 2. 1, 2. And
Okay.
I will attack Titania.
Alrighty. Alright, so your during combat goes first.
During combat, increase the value of this card by 1+ for each horror. I don't have any horror, so this card is a 4 versus 4.
Okay, so nothing happens, but after combat, I will move my fighter 2 spaces away. Which do I necessarily want to do? I'm in a pretty good vantage point right now, but it won't matter if I'm dead. So I think we're gonna go. Okay. Here's what. Shoot. All right. I'm gonna stay there. Actually, we're gonna go 1, 2. I'll move right there. That's all I'm gonna do. And I don't have a glamour to discard. Now it is your turn. Done.
My turn.
So I will be drawing a new glamour card, which will be the Glamour of Invisibility. Your fighters may move through opposing fighters, which is not too shabby, but seeing as Oberon's gone, won't matter too much. All right, I will maneuver to start, and then with that being said, I will play Gift of the Fair Folk, which I will choose 2 different effects. One fighter recovers 2 health. I cannot do that because she's at full. I will draw 2 cards, and I will move 2 spaces with Titania, so I will go 1, 2 right there.
I will maneuver, right? He'll go 1, 2. And then I will fight you.
All right. All right. So 2 against a 1.
After combat, draw 1 card. If you want, draw 2. So I will draw 1 card.
Okay.
And I am up to 8 syllables.
All right. So now I get to draw 1 card, but I will discard my Glamour of Invisibility to draw 2 cards instead. All right. And then with that being said, start of my turn, I will draw a new Glamour, which is the Glamour of Jealousy. When Titania or Oberon are attacked before playing a card, they may swap spaces. If they do, your other fighter is now the defender. Doesn't matter because Oberon is dead. So that don't matter. What I will do is start off by attacking Shaky.
I'm gonna choose not to play a card here.
All right, so I will be doing 4 damage altogether because this increases by +1 for each Glamour in my Glamour discard pile, which is 2. Okay. I could attack again, and I'm kind of scared because I don't know if you'll play a card here. So I think I'm just gonna maneuver and go 1, 2.
All right, I will maneuver and draw a card. We'll go 1, 2. Go 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And I will attack.
Okay. Alright, so immediately I cancel all effects on your opponent's card, ignore its value, and return it to your opponent's hand, and I draw a card.
Do you ignore these effects too?
Yeah, so it return it to your opponent's hand. So basically that attack
Didn't go off.
So that goes to your hand, not to your line.
Gotcha.
And then after that I get to draw a card. Alright. I think I'm going to attack Shaky.
All right, I will defend.
Alright, so this will be a 4 once more because I have 2 cards in my Glamour discard pile, so
I would go down to 1, but if you lost combat, I regain 1 health, and this is going to be my 10th syllable. Draw 2 cards. Shakespeare recovers 2.
Ah, no!
The ideas of March horror revise, alas.
Okay.
So I'll draw 2 cards.
So now let's just do this. Let's do this step by step here. So you're taking 2, going down to 1. Then that
Up
card,
1 for the card effect.
Yep. So that'll bring you to 2, and then the end of line
The syllable
thing will have you recover 2 more, bringing you back to 4. That really stinks. I think as my second action, I'm going to play a Momentary Glance, which will just do an automatic 2 damage to you. So bringing you back to 2, and that'll be it for me.
I will attack Titania.
Okay. All right. So immediately, if I can discard my Glamour, and if I do, I cancel all effects on your opponent's card, which I will discard my Glamour. So
instead of the deal 1 damage, you just take 2 damage.
I'm just taking 2 damage from the combat, which would bring me down to 10.
I'll attack with Shakespeare.
Okay. Cancel all effects on your opponent's card, ignore its value, and return it to your opponent's hand. And I will draw a card.
Annoying.
All right.
It's your turn.
It is my turn. I'm going to play Gift of the Fair Folk, which will let me recover 2 health. Like so. Bring me back to 12, and draw 2 cards. Then... Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta see what Glamour I get, which will be the Glamour of Love. When I maneuver, you may move an opposing fighter 1 space before moving your fighters. Interesting. I'm gonna play Gift of the Fair Folk again to draw 2 cards and move myself 2 spaces where I'm going to go 1, 2. Like, yeah.
Alright, I'll maneuver and draw a card. I'll move him up. Shakespeare over 1, 2. 1, 2. Actually, 1, 2.
I am stuck now. You
And
have cornered me.
and I will attack
With Shaky?
with Shake.
Alright. So yours is going first. I will be taking, looks like 1 damage here, going down to 11.
Increase the value of this card for +1 for each of your fighters adjacent. So
Oof.
it'd be +6. It's a 6 card now.
Well, it would be each of your fighters adjacent to the opposing fighter. Yeah, so that would be 1, 2, 3. I'm taking 3 more down to 8.
But you're dealing 2 damage.
I may deal 2 damage to each fighter in the combat, which will be me, bringing me down to 6. And then you're going to take 2 damage. Oh, look at that! Shaky's dead! Well, that is what I call an epic handshake of awesomeness moment. Well, that is a Titania victory. All right, so I'll give my thoughts on Titania first. So she's pretty good, I think. She does have low health, being 12, but again, being range is pretty good, and then also those glamours can kind of get you out of dodge with the invisibility. It can let you draw an extra card at the end of your turn. Oberon seems pretty friggin' good. You killed him right away, but I had two hit cards in my hand for Oberon, which are 5 attacks.
Right.
So that I was gonna kind of go off on Shakespeare and let Oberon kind of do his thing, but you did that fatal attack to him, which took him, or you did that. You ended your line, which took him out, right at the beginning of the game. So it was a little tough for me to really do anything with him, seeing obviously as he died in the beginning. But I think he seems like pretty powerful with a lot of his cards from what I see, drawing them. So I guess it kind of makes sense that he only has 6 health. I think 8 health would be a little much for him, and then he would be a little impossible to kill, just because let's say you did that and you brought him down, he would have 2 health left and then just wreck everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but I think Titania is good. Glamours are good. Cards are good. She seems like a well-rounded character, but what do you think about Mr. Billy Shakes?
It's too complicated. It's not that he's too complicated. He's straightforward, but it's very it takes a lot of in-game management, and sometimes it's like the situation, you want to do something and the situation's forcing you not to call. Like that turn where I didn't play an attack, I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose the line. So
right.
You're managing in-game and you're also managing the line. It was nice that I had that card that was able to, save my health a little bit.
Right.
But unfortunately, it's like, again, I'm managing 2 things. I think as far as the games I've lost, I've been too okay with taking damage here and there, and that adds up. But I mean, it's interesting. If anyone says it's not playable, that's not true. I think it just takes a little bit extra focus and management.
Yeah.
And I think if I had to play this in hindsight, sometimes I would let a line expire just to keep him alive, and I didn't do that. I was like, I really want this to go off. This is how it's set up to work, and it doesn't work without doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't get 1 scheme card, which was...
I don't even know if he has.
He might not have scheme cards.
He does not.
Okay, so...
Yeah, so that kind of makes sense, I guess, because you really have...
Those are schemes.
Those are basically your schemes,
right.
But you're free, which is basically free, because you're just doing it once the line's complete.
Right.
So...
He has basically a cancel all attack feint. I feel like a lot of players have that.
Yeah.
The actors are good. I mean, if that move in the end where it's you're doing damage for every adjacent actor, it's that could be a +3. So that's a big positive.
Right.
But yeah, I think again, you're just managing so much that it's just it's easy to get less focused on winning and more focused on doing X on the side. So he's a distracting character to play. I wouldn't say he's necessarily hard. I don't think it's bad at all. I think just takes a little bit more focus.
Yeah.
And give it to him.
Overall, I think Slings and Arrows is a great box.
Who's hating on this?
But I will say, because here's the thing, every single one of the characters adds at least 1 extra thing to it.
Yeah.
William Shakespeare adds the line. The Wayward Sisters have the cauldron. Titania has a small deck of glamour cards, and Hamlet has a token that he flips back and forth. To be or not to be.
Right.
So each one of these, I think if you're getting into Unmatched, this is definitely the box you should get last. Right. I think that this box is definitely a little bit more complicated than a lot of the other boxes out there.
Well, I feel like it's playing, it's playing to what the characters are.
Well, yeah.
And it's fun.
100%.
It's fun, but it just it's not a starter box.
No.
It's definitely not a starter box. But if you're an experienced player, like, get into this, and it's an easy buy for
Yeah.
you guys. I like it, and I liked playing. I liked playing as Shakespeare, and honestly, like, I kind of want to play him again. So
Well,
I
maybe-
didn't get turned off by playing him at all. So I don't know if that's been like the feeling out there, but I like it.
Now maybe we'll do Shakespeare versus
Not
what
Buffy.
other character? Yeah,
Not Buffy.
What I don't know. Who do you want to see Shakespeare? Ryan wants to play Shakespeare again. So let us know down in the comments who you want Shakespeare to fight against.
We're getting all this love. We're getting good views and everything. We want the comments. We want to hear from you guys.
Yes.
Because we like doing this.
And again, if you guys like Slings and Arrows, let us know down in the comments below. And if you don't like it, let us know why down in the comments below. I think it's a good box. I haven't played Hamlet or Shakespeare yet. I fought against them, but they don't seem too bad. I've only played the Sisters and Titania so far, so maybe we can get some more games and more battle reports are going. And I would like to see how these guys fare in Unmatched Adventures and do cooperative.
I was just thinking, I feel like when a team playing against Mothman or something like that, this would be a good combo.
Yeah.
I think it would be really fun, actually.
Yeah. I think we might have to...
we might have to do that.
We might have to do that. So if you guys want to see that filmed, let us know down in the comments below. But again, like the video if you like it. There's also videos on the screen that you can check out, and our link trees in the description to our social media pages, our podcast, our Discord, our Patreon, and our Patreon members and YouTube channel members are very supportive of the channel.
Also, be sure to subscribe, because we're always giving you guys Unmatched content.
Yes,
so it's always coming out.
We're trying to give you monthly Unmatched content, as well as the other stuff that we're posting on the channel. I mean, we're posting weekly anyway, so, you know, we're doing a bunch of stuff for you guys. And, yeah, so let us know what you think in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one.